So China is building a giant military command center. It's 10 times bigger than the Pentagon, and that's big. You're gonna go to sleep? Bye, Rocker. I hope you have a good night. We'll do some memes. What is this? Call of Duty? China prepares huge military command center? Dude, one thing with China is I have to tip my hat to their infrastructure. The way that they build upon cities on cities is insane. What's up, a real blanket? Thank you for being real and not a fake blanket. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, so I'm just gonna keep going. China's Pentagon, the world's largest military hub. I'm gonna speak with an American accent the whole time.
China is preparing for war. It is building an entire city for this purpose, about 30 kilometers southwest of Beijing.
China's preparing for war. That's how we're gonna set this up? I mean, come on, Forbes. Our first post, like, that's already loading this up.
A new military complex is coming up. They're calling it the Beijing Military City. Construction is already
a military city?
Underway, and like most things Chinese, the scale is dramatic. It's a massive facility, some 1,500 acres in size.
That's what she said.
That is 10 times bigger than the Pentagon. The Pentagon, as you would know, is the headquarters of the U.S. Defense Department.
Sensationalism at its finest. Bro, I was trying to figure out what the word I wanted. That's exactly it. The way to start this video out is truly a sensationalized way of saying it.
It is effectively the American Defense Ministry. Going by some claims, the Pentagon is larger than 100 American football fields. And Beijing's military city will be 10 times bigger than that. So you can imagine the scale. This is said to be the world's largest military command center, and it's going to be an underground facility complete with large and hardened bunkers and deep underground tunneling.
This is literally out of Star Wars.
Heavily reinforced
concrete. This is a Marvel movie. Construction.
They say it will be a foolproof facility, one that can survive even a nuclear attack. China.
Are they preparing for something that we don't know about?
Is making sure of that, of surviving nuclear attacks and strikes from powerful American weapons like the famous bunker buster munitions. So this facility would have...
So you're telling me our American kill streak from Call of Duty, the bunker buster from Warzone, China is not worried about that no more?
Everything that the Chinese military and its commander-in-chief Xi Jinping may need. He could practically run a war out of there. Observers agree with this assessment.
Good night, Omni.
They say this complex is set to become China's wartime command center. It can replace the existing Western Hills complex. That's a Cold War era facility. It is China's existing wartime headquarters. This one is near Beijing. So why does China want a bigger complex now? Because it wants to be seen as a major military power. It wants an office that...
Isn't China already seen as a major military power? Don't we look at them as like number 2?
That fits the description.
How old is Xi Jinping?
So construction began last year. Reports say there are 100 cranes working at the site. 100 cranes.
He said, man, they do look the same. God dang. Hey, you said it, not me. How old is Xi? 71. Man, for 71, I'm not going to lie. He looks great.
There are warning signs around it. Photographs are not allowed here, nor can you fly drones near the site. Access to the area has been completely blocked. Checkpoints have been installed to restrict the movement of people. This is an area through which people used to go hiking.
That gives me the very same energy of what America did when they were developing the nuclear bomb. That sounds very similar.
Hiking. But now those routes have been shut. China has been actively trying to hide this project, but now it's all over the headlines, which should not be surprising. Because when you're building a facility that is 10 times bigger than the Pentagon, someone will eventually find out. This project, its size, scale, and scope, reflects China's military ambitions. Beijing wants to challenge America's military might. China already has the world's biggest military with the highest number of active military personnel. The
Just because you have the most doesn't mean it's the best.
PLA has 2 million active troops. It also commands the world's largest naval fleet. China is closing the gap in the air as well with new 6th-generation fighter jets. It is also expanding its nuclear arsenal. Beijing is building more nukes. The US sees this as a growing threat.
Yeah. Yeah, I can confidently say as an American, yes.
It predicts that China will have 1,500 warheads by 2035, which is the same number as the United States.
That was the last one I saw.
And this new facility is part of those same military upgrades. It was a missing piece for the PLA. It will serve as a centralized hub with new and advanced command and control systems. Military operations can be coordinated from here, that too across different branches of the PLA, as well as the theater commands. More importantly, if there is a nuclear attack, this facility will protect China's leadership. Now, we don't know what kind of arrangement they already have in place for something like this, but nothing comes close to the size and scale of the Beijing military city. It is large enough to protect the entire command and control structure of the Chinese state. And it is China's rivalry with the United States that is driving this project. But India should not ignore this either. It cannot ignore China's rapid military advancements. Unlike the US, India's military challenge from China is more immediate.
Yeah, they're neighbors.
India shares a border with China, a disputed border which witnessed a military clash barely 5 years ago.
God, 5 years ago, like in the grand scheme of things, is nothing.
India must take note of China's build-up and plan aggressive military upgrades. Perhaps tomorrow's budget will address this urgent need. We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you.
2 years ago, huh?
Touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send this special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir, we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Pretty measure.
They're
But
gross.
it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60%.
Nice, yeah, no, good shit for you guys. Big flex. I hear you guys at the end. But 100%, India and the world is gonna have to seriously look at China and why are they ramping up so much? Why are they being so aggressive? Why are they being so aggressive? If you're picking up what I'm putting down, then please like the video, subscribe, and if you really like it, then share it with some of your friends. My goal here is to spread a positive message while sprinkling my 2 cents on big topics like American, Indian, and world geopolitics, and even small stuff like Twitch drama and online debacles. And if you want to see it live, come join me over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/ActuallyElrod. That's where I'm going to do all my reactions, and after the reactions, that's where we get down a game. And if you're like, hey, I have a video that I want this dude to sprinkle his 2 cents on, then come over on my Discord and let me know and join the community there. And while we're at it, I have to say thank you to everybody who has made that Discord just so poppin'. I never thought I'd have a Discord that's so flowing. It's really cool to see. Shout out to you, Bobby, Omni, Demon, all of you who have been in there who are just super active. Logie, you're the man. Logie is the one who's like modding and helping run the server, so thank you, Logie. Lastly, I challenge you. I have a challenge for you. Make somebody laugh today. We all know there's enough hate and vitriol in the world. If energy is contagious like the flu, then let's spread and get everyone contagious with our positive energy, right? Not negative energy, because there's so much of that, and if we could just be a small little change in someone's day, then you never know. Maybe that's the thing that starts shifting this world to a happier, healthier, just better place. And with all of that said and done, thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.